All right, we get a visual. I'm gonna start right away. All right, what's going on, everybody? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're worked through them, so we're back to celebrate the fifth birthday of Have Be.Live. It's only our fifth, right? We're still young, we're still vibrant. Music is off, so let's start with hey, what's going on? Thank you very much for being patient, for waiting for us. We're very happy you guys are here. And we want to welcome you to the fifth Be.Live birthday celebration. Um, we're about to share some cool nuggets today. So I expect you guys to be ready. But without further ado, I want to say thank you and hi to the people that are here, right? We got Lisa Hogan. Welcome. Hello, hello. We got Karen Dersai. I hope I said your name correctly. Mine is difficult as well. Mine's Ephraim, and I'm Dr. Ela, obviously, but my name is Ephraim. So I've been called from Afrin, the medicine, to anything else. So it's all good. Thank you very much for the birthday. We got here Irene. Welcome, Irene. Got Chris. We got ourselves saying hooray. We made it. All right. We got Rebecca, Arena, and Angel, or Angel in Spanish, right? So welcome to the show. And we're going to bring our CEO and CTO in to the stream. All right. Welcome to Be.Live. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
I'm
And
trying
good
to
morning
get
to
above the
everybody.
balloons.
We made it. We made it.
We made it.
All right.
Absolutely.
So let me put your names in here so everybody can see your names and my name as well, right? And let's start with the questions, right? Turn around real
Let's
quick.
go.
Let's do it. We are more than ready. And even
You
before,
ready?
I think that it's time
All right.
to light the candle. So
Yes,
5 years.
please.
There you go.
5
Oh,
years.
well,
Let's
let's
light the
let's
candle.
let's let's sing happy birthday then. If we're lighting a candle, right?
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Be.Live. Yes, you, Be.Live. Happy birthday to you.
Mm.
All right. So the first thing we want to find about the story of Be.Live. How was it created? And we want to know. We want you guys to discuss. How did this start? The story of how you guys met, your friendship. How does this develop?
Right. So, first of all, me and Zafir are friends since grade 4. So, actually, we're friends in the last 21 years or something like 20 years, 21 years or something like. Who counts? So, we're actually friends for a long time. During this time, honestly, I was rushing to Zaf many times with many ideas and telling him, Zaf, we need to make it. Zaf, that's the next crazy thing. We have to do it. And Zaf always told me,
Next time, man. Next time.
next time.
Nice
next time.
idea, but a lot of such things exist,
You should think about it. You should rethink about it. So we were playing this game for, I don't know, like 10 years. During this time, we were doing some small projects together, some with some success, some without. But, we were starting to do those things. And then eventually, we had the idea of starting a live streaming platform. And that was actually the idea before we started Be.Live. And then I came to Zaf and I told him, Zaf, let's make it. And
Then we made it. Our vision that we were able to develop together from Daniel's idea was a deep understanding of the future of the world and the key role of live streaming inside that. It didn't make any sense for us that every one of us has a camera connected to the internet and they are not live, and we are not able to see things live. And we have been working ever since to bring that vision to the world and to make sure that anyone can go live with minimum challenges and maximum effectiveness.
That's what's
So
going on. That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
So basically, you wanted something that's simple for people and just overcome that technical barrier from going live. So basically, the tech, like I always say. All right, so we got more. As you can see, there's stuff going on here, but we'll talk about that later, right?
Right.
So, what's the idea behind the logo? That's what's the idea behind the logo Be.Live? How do you come up with it? How was developed?
So we were working with some highly intelligent designers that were asking us very similar questions. Why did you start Be.Live? What are you trying to bring to the world? And together we were able to develop the logo as you know it today. And if you look closely, you'll see multiple things going on there. There is, first of all, the play icon. The origins of this icon is in the triangle that most of us are familiar with as the play icon. Those of us that had the chance to play with VCR machines when we were younger, those of us who are familiar with services on the internet who use the play icon as the main logo, this has become the language of video. But Be.Live is not just video, it's video together. That is why you have those multiple play icons collaborating in a circle of life sort of thing. And that is like the message we wanted to convey of diversity, connectivity, and the authentic human connection all through video.
And that's exactly how it's working, by the way. So that's just pretty amazing. Because this app, that's what it does. It connects people. It lets people, interact with each other in a different environment, especially during this past weird time. That nobody could communicate unless you were online, right? So
Right.
I think software like this, what it has helped, at least has helped me a lot, communicate and be somewhat normal during unnormal times. Let's put it that way. All right, so let me see. Who was your first teammate in Be.Live?
Right. So that's actually like a great story. But before we're actually speaking about it, I will ask our audience to please share with us from where they're joining. We would love to know, guys. So please, just like write us in the comment from where you're joining us. So our first teammate, it's actually Lera. Lera joined our team 5 years ago, actually. And something really interesting to learn about Lera that she actually joined as the first supporter to Be.Live. That's another story, but I will just mention that one of the things that was actually really important to Zaf and myself since the beginning of Be.Live is to provide 24/7 support, 7 days, of course. So once you guys need the support, we'll be there for you and we'll bring you the first class of support. So that was one of the foundation of Be.Live. So Lera was the first supporter. Then after being a supporter, of course, she was like the head of support and basically establishing the first team of support in Be.Live and being able to bring our standard to new heights. And that was something impressive. And right now she's actually our COO. So I think that that's one of like the most interesting things that happening when it comes to our teammates in Be.Live, the ability to grow, the ability to level up, the ability that everything is open actually for our teammates, and we are bringing them the biggest opportunities that we can bring them. So yeah, that's Lera. And we see from where the guys are joining, and we have actually guys from Orlando, Tenerife. Wow, England.
Uganda,
Yeah, thank you so much
Turkey,
for
Ukraine,
yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina,
Herndon,
Oh my
Virginia.
Iowa.
God. And we are joining from Israel to the guys that asking from where Zaf and Daniel are joining. So we are joining from Israel, and thank you so much for being here and being such a great audience.
Look at Bogdan. Hey, Bogdan, what's going on, man? Amazing. All right. So I want to show some photos. I had obviously to just bear with me for a little bit. I had all these photos, and when I rebooted, of course, they went all away. I have some photos related to what you guys are talking about, right? So let me see if I can pull up some of them, right?
Yeah, pull them. We will speak with the chat. Meanwhile, take your time. Oh my
All
God,
right.
that's
No
one of
check.
the first pictures that I took in Kiev. Once I've been there in 2018 with Andriy. Andriy is the first senior developer that we hire to Be.Live. So another kudos to Andriy. It was a really great trip during this time. So thank you.
And here's me with Molly. Oh my god. I think this was in TwitchCon.
I guess so. It seems like.
Seems like that was a fun place to be.
Are you a streamer?
Are you a streamer?
I am a Be.Liver.
And here is myself and Daniel long before we ever did anything with live video.
Oh my God.
This was at Shimon Peres's Israeli Presidential Conference, where we were able to secure VIP invites as bloggers.
Saf, thank you so much for taking care about that.
My absolute pleasure.
I love those photos. It's actually a surprise for us because we don't know what will be the next
Yeah.
one. So
Okay, here's the Be.Live headquarters.
I guess it was during the launch of V2, maybe. Makes sense.
Looks like it. Yes, we had all the team in the war room.
So
Even
around
more
like the
with
third
launch.
birthday of Be.Live, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What a journey.
We were so young, Zaf. We were so young once we were starting Be.Live. Oh my God.
This, I believe, is a team building that we were not able to fly and participate, but I think the team was kayaking that day. And that is still an experience I'm waiting for, to be kayaking in the Dnieper, hopefully when it's not frozen.
Oh my God, that photo was taken in the same trip as the first one, my first trip to Kiev, 2018, and here a meeting with Lera, Marina, and Daria. So that was a fabulous trip, and I really like this coffee shop. So next time we will be in Kiev, Zaf, I want to be there again. It was absolutely a cool place.
Photo. Well, I know there's more probably, but we don't have them here,
There
which
are
is
more.
pretty cool. When
5 years,
you get a lot of cool photos.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right, and that basically got people here saying, "Thank you for sharing your journey with us. It's inspiring. It is. It is. You show basically the the down memory lane of what it's going on from the beginning. And isn't it weird whenever you look yourself back like 10 years and like, oh my god, I'm so young. What?
Yeah, we're saying we're so young, but what we're thinking is, I'm so old now.
That's actually the truth. Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely a journey.
This is great. All right, and now it's time to announce new features.
Announce new features. Zaf, did someone spoke
Daniel?
with you about new features? I'm not.
Do you want new features, Daniel?
I always want. You know that I'm suffering from like a feature creep disease. So like of course that I want, but like now.
It's a birthday. I thought to give you like a gift of
Yeah.
new features. What do you think?
Let's let's start slowly and see the reaction from the audience. If that's something that they actually need, if not, we can roll it back. Like if that's not something that our audience wait to have.
Wait, do you want features or does the audience want features? We need to hear about it in the chat. Meanwhile, I will show you the cat. This is the Be.Live cat. Barry, come here.
Guys, any feature requests?
Barry, don't kill me. Oh my god, he's killing me.
Such a strong cat.
I have scratches here now for the audience. So we have
Okay.
Be.Live in the audience asking about the new features. We have Nick Wood, who is with us so long, asking for new features. You will get them, Nick, before
Let's
everyone does.
let's make it happen. So our first release, guys, is actually the ability to support up to 5 destinations once you're simulcasting. So from now on, once you're going live, you will be able to choose 5 different destinations and actually to go live simultaneously in all of them. This kind of feature will be available for all the Standard Plus and Pro users from now. So everybody, you will actually have this feature right now. And please share with us what will be the destinations that you are looking to go live. Saf, what else you can share with us about the 5 destinations?
Well, I'm very curious to hear what kind of things our audience does with this. Do you want to mix your wall with your group? Do you want to mix your group with your YouTube page? Do you want to go on YouTube just private, just to have another place where the show is? Do you want... Oh, wait, I can't tell you what you want yet.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
so
Slow
you
down.
have options, right? You need a lot of options to be able to fill 5 different destinations, right?
Maybe there aren't enough like social networks to go live. Maybe we need another thing, Zaf. Maybe it's not enough
You
just
know,
bringing 5 destinations.
what I'm hearing in the streets is that social networks are cool, but they're not everything anymore.
Whoa! Wait a second. What does it mean?
I mean, we have like really professional, smart users, right, that are with us a long time.
Absolutely.
So they are winning in their Facebook groups, they are winning on their pages, they are getting everything. They know all about YouTube. But now some of them are thinking, why don't I have my own site that I can go live on? And
Ooh.
maybe I can use these other services which are not so social, but you still have social interactions on them. For example, Amazon Live Sales platform, where you can have meaningful social interactions with other people. But Daniel, how can we allow our users to go on infinite destinations, on any destination in the world? What can we do?
I think that like the audience is actually asking us to develop RTMP, right? They're looking to have like such a great features that will allow them to go live in any destinations that actually supporting RTMP. Is that what we are hearing?
Oh my god.
Zaf,
Oh my god.
what
You know, I'm a
is?
technical person. I know all about RTMP. It's
Tell
my
us what is
favorite
RTMP, please.
real-time media protocol, of course. But our users, when they're talking with us about it, what they mean, what they want, is to be able to get any kind of destination connection URL, which is the RTMP is the standard of the industry. So if you're opening up an Amazon Live seller account, if you are going live on your own site, if you are using any custom application in the live media ecosystem that is telling you, hey, go live into this RTMP URL, you are able to now put it in your studio and have your live video streamed in real time to that destination. So let's combine them. We have 5 different destinations, which can also include a custom RTMP destination. I can do everything, and it all happens in the cloud. And my computer doesn't need to create multiple copies or work harder, or I don't need to upgrade my internet connection for this to work. So this is like, I think for our users could be nice. Please let us know if this is like going in the right direction, because we're
Oh
looking
my
forward
god.
to hear.
Oh my god. So guys, let's share in the chat what kind of like destinations you are going to go live using our RTMP feature. So please share with us. And as we can see in the comments, actually our audience really care about Amazon Live. And guys, I guess you all knows that Be.Live is actually the pioneering in the live shopping area. We were the first one, as always, to launch the live shopping feature in 2019. Right now, the live feature the live shopping feature is helping you to go live and actually present products on screen, sending the links directly in the comment section, and you can expect to have a major kind of process around like Amazon Live. We would love to support it as well, and we are doing great steps into this direction. So every user of Be.Live that right now doing any kind of Amazon Live shows, please contact us, and we will love to have a call with you. So please do. Encouraging you guys to be more familiar with the founders of Be.Live. So just approach us, really easy, using social networks or wherever you are finding us. You can also email us at team@be.live, and we would love to make it happen. Okie dokie, so Zaf, 5 destinations, RTMP. Do we actually need to launch anything more?
I don't think we need to, but why not,
Why not? Why not? Yeah. You're absolutely correct. But Zaf, I think that for the last, but for sure not least launch that we'll have today, I think that we need to bring something massive, something that, the world didn't saw yet. I mean, innovation by definition, something that like just both of us were able to think and to develop, like we created this ecosystem. So what do you think?
Okay. So you're saying you can go live, right? You can go on the multiple destinations and custom RTMP, right?
What's next?
Okay, I see what you're saying. So
Zaf,
how about
yeah.
why do you use Be.Live actually? What are you trying to get? You just want to send pixels to the screen?
No, absolutely no.
So why do you use Be.Live?
I need engagement. I need to engage with my communities. I need to speak with them. It's like it's my ability, my tool for being able to connect to my communities, to collect some new leads, to engage with my customers, to just spend some
Daniel,
fun time.
Be.Live was the first to create the comments on screen feature to support live engagement already in 2016.
Boom! But man, it's
It's not good
2016.
for you?
No, I mean 5 years after. Wow, what the kind of innovations that we can bring into this area?
I tell you what. I know myself when I run live shows, I'm a basic person, I like to look around and click and make everything work. And sometimes it doesn't leave me enough time to read and show the comments. What if Be.Live could automatically, intelligently, using advanced technologies, could just make it happen for me automatically and show me the most engaging and the best comments from my best community members and highlight them and give me the chance to engage with them? Is that something that will be helpful for you?
A second. So you telling me that I won't actually need to scroll the comment section and the most valuable comments will pop up on my show automatically?
Yeah, I mean, if you have the time to do it, go ahead. Please read them,
I
consider
cannot.
them, show them on the screen. No?
I'm an average man. I cannot do two things simultaneously. I can focus and speak with my audience or reading the comment section.
Okay, so let's do an imagination session. All of us here will hold our hands up and we will ask our beautiful audience to tell us what they think about this or to ask any follow-up questions about this. And they're going to pop up on the screen. We can talk to Grant and thank him for telling us that this is amazing for him.
So who is operating the comment section? Guys, I don't understand. Can
comments.
somebody
Not
explain me? It's
Not
not you.
me.
Zaf, it's not you as well. And it's not me, guys.
Is it Olena? No.
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm not sure, guys. I'm not sure. Zaf, can you explain us what the technologies that we are using for enabling this thing?
Okay. Big reveal time. Be.Live is now launching the comment assistant that can smartly help you to show these comments without any intervention. We do it behind the scenes by a mix of magic witchcraft, prayers, and deep technology, very deep technology, including artificial intelligences, machines who are learning, languages who are naturally processed, and we are able to look at what your audience is saying, and we can know if it's good or not. We know you only like the good stuff. We know that sometimes people tell you things that are not what you want to show your audience, so we don't show them. But over time, and we do want to hear any feedback you have on this feature, you will notice that we are doing this in a very smart way. So even if they are telling you that this is effing amazing, maybe that's a good thing. Thank you, doctor. Irene is already loving the smart comment system. Efrain, did you show this comment?
No, not me.
No,
Not
no
me.
me,
Right
no
here.
me, no,
Not
no,
me.
no me. So
Not
Zaf,
me.
just to make sure I understand you, just to make sure, because comments can be actually like a little bit sensitive, right? I mean, like
Always.
those are the comments that I'm getting in real time, and actually, the kind of like features that you develop is right now choosing what comments showing or not showing. Can you like explain a little bit more about that kind of mechanism? I mean, we are showing all the comments that we are getting in the chat. You're able to pick only the greatest ones. So what's going on there?
So without giving away too much of the secret sauce, first, of course, like everything in Be.Live, it's happening on the cloud in real time to give you the most immediate connection with your audience. The way that we do it, we are able to know what is the person asking, what is their intent. We are able to tell how positive it is, and we are able to learn if the intent is for you to answer them. And then we added a little bit of our, internal knowledge of what live streamers like and what gives them good results. Mixed it in with a little bit of fun. Carefully chose the times of how much each comment is shown to give you the opportunity to do the best possible engagement with the audience.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That sounds amazing. I will just like I mentioned that, guys, we are always taking care about all your needs. It means that right now, the smart feature, the comment assistant, it's something that developed to show only the greatest comments that you are actually getting. But something that you should know. You always have the ability manually to even pause the comments before it's shown on screen. You have like a couple of seconds before we are noticing you and you are able to stop it. As well, every time that you will pick manually one of the comments in the comment section, the comment assistants will pause to work. So anyhow, of course that you are able 100% to control it, to know once it's working and what's not, and to be able to gain the best engagement ever.
You got 7 seconds before you can show that. It's pretty cool. I love it. You can skip. By the way, I've been skipping comments, and I'm sorry because I wanted to be a surprise. I was like, no, not yet. So I was skipping comments before, giving you this drum roll and everything. And I've been using this for a while because I've had it appear on my Be.Live, obviously, right? And I was like, wow, this is really amazing because sometimes there's some comments that you miss because of the whole interaction. Being live, it's kind of hectic, but it's beautiful at the same time. So this helping you out, it's like you having a personal assistant just putting those comments up for you so you can be prepared to answer them. So this is pretty cool, and it has that filter of not putting stuff you don't want there. And if you by any chance there's something in another language or something that comes pop up, you still have the ability to just hit skip, and you have 7 seconds to do that, which is
Absolutely.
pretty long. All right.
So
So
absolutely, that's also important to mention. Like everything in Be.Live, in our core philosophy, you are always in control. So things are happening automatically, first as suggestions to you that you can review. Nothing is happening without you knowing that it's going to happen, and you are in control of your show. And that's a great step for Be.Live and our audience as we all proceed to supporting more and more and more professional use cases and being a pro.
So just to make sure that our audience familiar and understand what we just released. So first of all, guys, we are the first in the industry to have such a powerful brain that actually monitoring the comments and actually helping us to pick the greatest one. So when it comes to innovation, I guess that's like the biggest innovation that our industry got in the last maybe even few years or so. And as Zaf mentioned, one of like the biggest needs that we actually were looking to fulfill is helping you to stay more focused, once you're going live, not to spend all your time around like picking the right comments on screen. We know by many researches that we've been made in the past that showing and engaging with the guys that bringing you the comments is actually one of the most important things that show hosts should do, because it's like a cycle of engagement that you're just starting it by showing the right comments on screen. And as our top goal is to help you to increase your engagement, we are finding that feature will be actually a game changer. And we're thrilled to learn from you how you are using this feature and how that help you to have even more beneficial live shows. So feel free to share with us all of your feedbacks. Kudos! Zaf, what else?
What else? Maybe it's a good time to give kudos to Daniel, the CEO of Be.Live, for initiating this, not just a feature, this game changer, this future, this vision. And good job, man.
Thank
Leading
you so
us
much.
to lead the industry.
Thank you so much, Zaf. Thank you so much. For sure, I wasn't able to make it without you, my partner, my brother. So thank you so much for being here, for supporting, for bringing those great technologies together and helping us to understand what they can make for us. So thank you, and thanks for the entire Be.Live team for helping us for everything that we are actually doing, supporting our users, bringing the great technologies, being the supporters, and making everything that you're actually doing for keep running and growing our business. So thank you so much, everybody that involved here.
All right. And what features do you guys like the most? Just put your comments in the comments. Is that redundant? Yeah. So, and what features are you going to use first? I know what I'm using first. I'm definitely Comment Assistant for me. It's a given. It's helping you out while you're doing your live show, while you're hectic. Oh my God, I got so many things doing at the same time. Help. Here comes this brain and helps you out. So amazing. Great job. All right. So let me see here. We got some and look at the comments magically coming up, which I love. This is amazing.
Yeah, we cannot ask to have like a better demonstration for this feature than launching it in our birthday and getting all those like great and warm words from our audience, from our community members. Thank you so much, everybody. And you know what? Before we are leaving, I will ask like just the last question. So guys, if you can share with us how long you're using Be.Live. So that's something that actually really important for us to understand. So if you can just type in the comment section how long you're using Be.Live.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for being here. I know Daniel's coming up back again in a little bit. Now, right now, we're going to bring up to the stage Molly Mahoney. We're going to say bye to the CEO and CTO, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. And we'll talk in a little bit.
Thank you, Doctor. Have a great one.
You as well. Hey, Molly. Welcome, Molly.
Hey, hello. Look at how well we match. I even have my purple microphone.
Oh, look at you.
It's so fun. It's so fun. What's going on?
It's going on. It's we have a celebration, and I want to tell people about the discount that we have. We have a
shoot. So hold on, let me just say what just was happening.
Okay.
I had the wrong camera selected. I was like, why am I so dark? I had the wrong camera selected, and now I am here in full effect. So welcome. Hello.
But that was pretty good because you
It
showed a
was kind of
photo.
like a little
Boom, boom.
like a moody thing, but I wanted to really show up. So I'm here full out.
All
Continue
right.
on.
Well, we have a discount for Be.Live birthday right now. I'm gonna put this discount in the comments, so you can go there and get your discount for the Be.Live celebration. Right?
I
Hopefully
love it.
that's you made it. You made it. Amazing.
Yes.
And we
A
do
little
have
live shopping feature, eh? Is that, or did you just type it in there?
I just type it in there. I do have
Look at you.
I do have a live feature, actually a live sales feature in there as well. So I'm gonna put that in there as well. I believe it's gonna work like this.
Ooh, hello, hello.
Hello. All right. And we have a giveaway as well. You know, we're gonna giving out some Be.Live, cups. So
Oh,
we'll,
speaking of what?
ooh,
What?
ooh,
What
ooh,
did you
what?
say?
Say what?
Cheers,
Say what?
cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
I have my this side too. Cheers.
Oh, look at you. Aw.
It's so fancy, right? Isn't it so fun?
Wow, it looks amazing.
Cheers.
All
It's
right,
so good to
Molly.
be here.
So, Molly, tell us a little about yourself, what you've done, what's all about Molly right now?
Oh my gosh, so much. So my name's Molly, if we've never met before. It's so good to see you, and it's so good to see so many familiar, amazing faces there in the chat. I love it so much. This automatic chat feature is something that I've been using for a few months now, and it has been, oh my gosh, so hard not to talk about it because it is amazing. So I'm so stoked that Daniel and Safir allowed us to finally share and that it's something that everybody can get access to now. And what's been happening for me? So I have a company called The Prepared Performer, and we help experts and entrepreneurs just like you to be able to, go live, just like you're doing here with Be.Live, to create video using organic social and automation to be able to turn your message into a revenue generating movement. So I've been involved with Be.Live almost the whole entire time. Man, it's been such an awesome journey. I've been so honored to be a host, to be able to help with the team on the marketing side of things. As you saw that picture with Safrir, I was able to join the whole team at TwitchCon a couple of years ago. Oh, it was so fun. And yeah, I love everything Be.Live. I love everything they stand for. I love the logo and the history behind the logo. And really, I think they really do make it so easy for us to be able to show up, to be able to connect with our community. And so that's why I'm here at 7 in the morning on the birthday. So it's good to be here.
Somebody's sleepy. Is it? Is it sleepy?
It's
No.
just a little early, but it's good. I woke up for the moon set this morning, is what I did.
All right.
I love all of our frames. It's so good. I know, Irene, the logo history, the message behind the logo, I just think is so awesome. And it's one of the things that I've been so grateful to know so many members of the team here at Be.Live and to celebrate that diversity and the connection. So it just makes me happy. It's good.
Awesome. And we're so happy to have you here. We've interacted with so many, I think, streams and been in different chats. So this is the first time we actually do something together. So I'm honored. I'm
I'm
definitely
honored
honored.
too. Yeah, and I know you've helped me with my sound. You've helped me in the chat. Oh my gosh, we had the craziest thing where my sound I had my microphone set up wrong, but Dr. Elo helped me figure it out. There's a lot of moving pieces around here, so it's all good. But hey, I'm here to tell you that even if you feel like, oh my gosh, the tech is so confusing, whatever. At my company, we generated $3 million in collected sales before I bought a camera. So if you're thinking you have to make this look super fancy, you need extra stuff, man, you can do all of this with Be.Live and the webcam on your computer. Oh my gosh, it's so fun, and they make it so easy. So I'm happy
It's
to share some
amazing.
tips
It's
today
definitely
too.
amazing. And look at
Alena, I
you.
love you. Thank you.
All right. So we're here, right? To talk about live streaming, the multi-channel approach, how to grow your online presence in 2021. And I have the first question for you. when and how did you start using Be.Live?
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget it. I actually think the first time I used Be.Live may have been in the car. My husband was driving and I had my laptop on my lap because I was so excited when I saw that there was the ability to actually go live with another person. So when this happened, it was not available on regular Facebook Live. So in 2016, I jumped full on headfirst into live video, especially focusing on Facebook Live. And I remember I was actually in Joel Comm's group at the time, his Facebook group about live streaming. And this lovely young gentleman named Daniel commented in there and said, "Hey, I have a new tool that allows you to go live with another person who would like to try it, like as a beta tester kind of thing." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And I messaged him right away. And I got early access to this really cool tool called Be.Live. And we freaked out because there were so many features that were not available just by going live through your phone. It was awesome. And so since then, I, dug in and started using it full on. It was the number one tool that I used. And I don't know how much later it was, but a few months later, they reached out and actually asked if I would want to host a show for them. So that's when we launched our show, Camera Confidence Live, way back in 2016. And man, the rest is history. So it's just been so fun to grow with the tool, to stay connected to the community, and to be able to help more people to show up easily and powerfully to connect with their community. So cool.
What an answer. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, Be.Live is really strong. And I actually love to use Be.Live because it's my favorite tool is the agenda. I'm not gonna lie. But now those comments though.
I know. You know what I love about the agenda also is that you have the agenda from all of your past shows. So if
Mhm.
you want to revive something, or you want to remember something, or you want to repurpose something, you can go in there and you can see your schedule from your past shows. A lot of other tools, if they have captions or something that you can bring on the bottom of the screen, they don't have those separate agendas.
Yeah.
And the agendas really are helpful for staying on track as well, even if you're not going to be bringing the captions on the screen, just to remind you what to do.
No
Which is so good.
teleprompter. No teleprompter.
Yeah,
And I love
exactly.
oh my God, my cell phone just turned off. I can't use the teleprompter. Drive me nuts. So yeah. Right.
I
So
love it.
how live streaming help you to grow your business?
Oh my gosh, it's been everything for us, really. And we use it strategically in two different ways when it comes to growing the business. Well, three actually. So one is we use it as a lead generation tool. So almost every week since 2016, I have done what we call a value video on my business page, The Prepared Performer. So like later today at noon Pacific, I am actually going live with Scott from Samcart to talk more about how to make sales for courses easily. So that's an example of one of the videos that we do once a week, the same exact video. And in this video, we do something very specific on our lives where we're bringing in email subscribers, text message, I can't say that, text message subscribers, and bringing in subscribers for our messenger bot, also bringing in people to our Facebook group. So every single live stream that I do on that weekly show, the same type of show that I hosted for Be.Live for many years, we give you the ability to get show notes from the show. And all you have to do is comment below with the word, I don't know if it'll work on this stream now, but on my page, you comment with the word remind me. And when you do that, it automatically brings you into our messenger bot and gets your email, your phone number, and sends you to our Facebook group to get the show notes.
Wow.
It's like bananas. The other thing that we do is all of our trainings and our programs have initially been created as live videos. So in addition to using it as a lead generation tool, we then create a masterclass or a webinar or a 5-day challenge using Be.Live to be able to make the actual offers. So that's a huge piece because you have to actually make sales. Hello. And then once people join the program, we used Be.Live to be able to create the actual training modules that we're teaching inside our courses and inside our coaching programs. So it's really this threefold approach that brings in all of this magic. It's so cool.
That is really amazing. Yeah. And I just started learning.
all of the tricks. And one of the things that I love about Be.Live also is that so many people, and I'm sure you've heard this before, that so many people are focused on the subscribers or the views. And honestly, I fall prey to it as well sometimes, where I get a little list shame and I think like, oh, there's all these people who have, a bajillion people on their email list. And our email list, I'm grateful for it. I'm obsessed with our community. I love the humans, but we don't have a huge email list at the Prepared Performer.
I don't have one either. I have one that's
You don't have one
small.
at all?
I have one, but it's
Oh.
small. It's not humongous. Doesn't have 10,000 people in there. But it
Well,
works.
and the thing is,
What
you
have it
don't
work?
actually need a bajillion people in order to make sales. You
You need
don't
the right
need it. It's like people get so caught up in the, it's cool to have a lot of subscribers, but I spoke to someone at VidSummit who had 1.5 million subscribers,
Jesus.
and I said, I was like, okay. And he was speaking, he was lovely and amazing and had lots of value to share. And I said, are you offering some sort of even a low cost membership on the back end of this? And he said, no. I was like, what? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? And I said, really? Why not? And he said, I'm not really ready for that yet. It's like, you have 1.5 million subscribers.
Huh?
So come on now.
I'm perplexed.
Yeah. And I mean, to each their own. Maybe he doesn't want that. I just think
Yeah.
selling is actually the best thing that we can do for our community, because it gives them the chance to make a bigger impact, because they're exchanging energy for something of value. I don't know about you, but there's been people that I have followed online. Like, I remember when Pat Flynn first opened his coaching program. It was a course on how to do blogging. This was years ago. And I could not get my credit card out fast enough because he had given so much value for free, and he was finally allowing me to be able to pay him. And I was so excited to be like, oh my gosh, yes, take my money. I'm so grateful for you. So I wanted to pay him.
That's amazing. And look at that. Yes, we have
Our microphones are like exactly the same color.
and the background colors. We love the same colors, as you can say.
I mean, hello.
They are the best colors. I can't,
They are. All you need now is the lipstick to match mine, and then we'd be set.
Well, I have something around here, but it's not a lipstick. It's
Oh, but it is a similar color, though.
Yeah, and it's it's a chapstick. It's all good. It doesn't paint as
I don't
yours,
have mine
but
here.
it's all
I love it.
all right. So I heard that recently Be.Live helped you up your comments on YouTube by 75%.
Oh my gosh, like I want to cry and I get goosebumps again when you put the number up there, because it's true, which is so flippin' crazy. And it's very like a huge, very specific part of this is 100,000% because of Be.Live. 100,000 may be an exaggeration, but for real, for real. So here's what happened. We have been planning for months to do this 5-day video kickstart. So it was how to show up and get clients with video. Now, in the past, when we've done these 5-day challenges, we've always done them as a live video on Facebook, and then we have homework in the Facebook group. So there's a little bit of a backstory here, because I was planning on launching this. I don't remember the date, but we were planning on launching it in October, whatever, a couple weeks ago. And my Facebook ad account was hacked, and someone spent $20,000 between 4 different Facebook ad accounts, 2 of my clients and 2 of mine. It was a big deal. It was the first day of traffic and conversion that this happened.
Wow.
I mean, this is like the backstory, so you can understand how important this actually is. So I'm literally walking to dinner with Emily from Social Media Examiner, Michael Stelzner, my friend Jamie O'Connor. All these people were all walking to dinner. Kelly, our director of education, and I look at my phone and I see that my Facebook account has been hacked. And I'm like, what? But I hold it together and I think, you know what? This is all happening for me. It's not happening to me. I'm used to going live and having little crazy things happen. So I'm like, let's just go with the flow. I'm going to figure it out. Meanwhile, that turned into a total disaster and made us have to push our challenge out by 1 full week. Okay. So that was the first thing that happened. I'm like, it's okay. We got this. Then our challenge is now a week later. Everything's awesome. We have about 700 people registered for it. I'm stoked. We're all excited, ready to go. The Be.Live video has been scheduled, all of this. I am literally sitting in the Be.Live dashboard, and all of these emails have been sent out, text messages, messenger broadcasts, all this stuff is ready to go because we always announce the video before it happens. I'm fully prepared. I look up at the screen, and I have a screenshot of this that I'll post somewhere later in the chat or something. I look at the screen. It is 8:58. And a giant banner flashes across the screen on the backside of Be.Live, and it says, warning, Facebook is broken. You will not be, it didn't actually say those words, but it was something like outage across all of the Facebook apps. Your live stream is not able to go live.
That happened to me today, and I know that it's not true, so I just let it go. It just happened to me like today. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? But I went to Facebook and check it out, and it's still working.
Okay, so maybe, who knows? But this day it actually was broken, like completely broken.
Oh.
And here's why this is so important. So I actually, since I'm connected with the Be.Live team and all of that, I saw in the support Slack channel that one of the support members at Be.Live, one of the people on the team at the Be.Live support team, messaged in Slack and said, hey, there's an outage on Facebook. We should put a pop-up in the dashboard so that our members know this is happening. Goosebumps again, because if that hadn't have happened, you know what would have happened? I would have sat there and I would have said, oh my gosh, my computer's not working, my Wi-Fi. I would have restarted my computer. I would have done all of this stuff, which is what everybody else was doing on Facebook at the time. They thought their own app was broken. What did you think when it was broken that day?
Oh, I thought it was Facebook. So I was like, oh man, I messed all my Facebook part of the stream, my multi-stream, it just turned into a one stream. Oh, no.
So we were actually planning a one stream on just Facebook, but what we've been doing with Be.Live up until that point is we had been multi-streaming between Facebook, YouTube, and sometimes LinkedIn as well. And so by having that experience in the past, I knew instantly, and this is the really important key with this, is that in literally less than 30 seconds, maybe even less than 10 seconds, I saw that warning and I went, oh my God, because we were supposed to start in 2 minutes. We'd been prepping for this. We already had to push it out a week because of the dang Facebook ad hack thing. I'm sitting there and I was like, we're going to YouTube. And I messaged my team. I said, we're moving everything to YouTube. And so the first thing was Be.Live clarified that for me so that I knew it wasn't just my computer, my Wi-Fi, something wrong on my side. Then we had actually done something with Be.Live that most people do not do. And this is going to be one of the most valuable things you learn about live streaming, like literally in your life. When we pre-schedule our live video. So we scheduled a live video so that it has that little post that Facebook creates where people can click to get a reminder or whatever. Same thing happens on YouTube. We do not send people to the actual Facebook link or YouTube link. We take that YouTube link or that Facebook link and we cloak it behind a forwarding link. So we'll do something that's like today, for example, I have a Facebook video and a YouTube video coming. And I think the YouTube link is molly.live/YT easy courses. I think that's from my brain. I don't know if that's right, but it's something like that. And because we had done that, it's a free service. You can use it on a WordPress with pretty links, or we use Rebrandly is what we actually use also. Because we had done that, all of the promotion that we had done ahead of time was not lost.
Yeah.
So what we did is we changed that link instantly. I went into my dashboard and I rescheduled the stream with Be.Live on YouTube. And then I took that new link and I replaced it. So now I redirected the forwarding domain.
Wow.
We also moved our entire challenge for the whole rest of the week all to YouTube. So I made that decision and then stayed committed. And by doing that, we increased our views by like 300%. We increased our comments, as you shared, by 1,175%.
Well, you got me there.
What'd you say?
You got me there because thanks to that, you got me on Facebook because I wasn't following you on Facebook. You got me on YouTube. So that's how you got me to go to Facebook and like your stream and follow you. So I'm part of that number.
See? And we also, so then what we ended up doing, like you said, is we moved everybody to YouTube and then we took our homework and we put it in the YouTube community section, which was a totally different thing that I don't know if anybody has really ever done with the challenge before. So it made it fresh and new. And then we did Q&As back in the Facebook group. So I still sent people back to the Facebook group. Then just to take it one step further, because I was really like, okay, this is the way to go. And we cannot trust these platforms. The following Saturday morning, we did a practice room on Clubhouse.
What?
So yeah,
I missed that one.
Okay. Look, I love this. Thank you.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. You're not the first person to say that I'm like a cup of coffee, which I fully appreciate and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. So yeah, we did this practice room on Clubhouse. So I was like, how can we really make this multi-channel? And so we had a little system that we were teaching, which is how to explain your value in this value statement. And we had people come on and practice their value statement or the intro for their video in a Clubhouse room. So they got a little taste of what it's like to be able to coach with me as
How
well.
did I miss that? I
I don't know. You weren't
had a
paying
busy week.
attention, obviously.
I was busy as hell that week, but wow, how did I miss that? That would have been cool. Yeah.
It was so fun. It was super cool.
All right. So talking about multi-channel, multi-channel into I saw a comment earlier about multi-streaming into a one channel or something like that. That was good. I was like trying to hold back. So what is a multi-channel approach and how can it help to be prepared?
Okay. So really for us, what this proved to us is the system that we've been teaching for a long time is actually the system you need to use. So what you want to do is you want to pick one platform that is your main platform that you love. If you try and direct everyone everywhere at the same time, you'll really water down what's happening across these platforms. So you want to be very specific on where you are directing them. And one of our team members, her name's Kimiko, and I don't know if she's here, but she shared that when we did this with this link, basically what it was is like we were throwing a party and the party was at this rave, let's say, at like a warehouse. And then all of a sudden we found out we couldn't be at that warehouse anymore. So we had to get everybody back on the party bus and move them to another spot. So basically you are the party bus and you drive your community to the location. It's like a progressive dinner. So different things happen on different platforms. So the way that I do it in the past has been that our mainstream is live on Facebook. Then we chop that up, we repurpose it onto these different platforms, and we give people a reason to go to the different platforms. I think now actually our main place that we're going to be streaming, we've decided we're going to start shifting it to make the main place we're streaming YouTube, and Facebook is going to kind of be our backup just because we've had so many issues lately. So we're driving people specifically to a platform, and then you have all this other little mini pieces of repurposed content, little things that are very platform specific that you sprinkle in amongst your main driving content. And that's it.
Wow. That's a lot. Well, that's good. That's good info. That's good info.
And you want to make sure that you're always capturing the data. So you want to make sure that you're tracking, like, who are you connecting with? Are they giving you their email address? You're building your off social stuff as well. And now with Be.Live, you can even use your own website, right? You could live stream onto your own website and send people there.
That's amazing. So one more question, and then we'll receive Mr. Nick Wood, who is in backstage. All right. So do you plan to add any marketing channels to your marketing strategy?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, right now we're really focusing on shifting more to YouTube, which has been really cool. We just hit 4,000 subscribers over there. So we're like
Boom.
inching up. It's been very exciting. Yes. And the next thing that I want to do, and hopefully Stephen Healy is going to talk about this today, but we really are looking forward to doing Amazon Live. I've not done it yet. I've been kind of snooping around on the backside of things, but now that Be.Live is making it so easy to be able to use Amazon Live, I have my Amazon influencer account. I've got I just released a children's book called Finding My Awesome. You can get it everywhere.
I'm doing a children's book too on sustainability.
Did you really?
I am working on it. So.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. I don't know if you know that my dad has a tree trimming company and they have a whole sustainability thing with carbon sequestration.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my background. That's my doctor's degree in sustainability. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. See the things that you learn when you talk to people? It's amazing. I'm going to message you about that. They partnered with Taylor Guitar to turn city trees into guitars.
What? Okay.
It's the coolest thing ever. We'll talk about it.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you, Molly.
Yay! It's been so awesome being here with everybody. And I love Be.Live. My whole family was singing happy birthday down below.
That's really cool. That is very cool.
So, happy birthday. Yay.
All right, Molly. Well, thank you very much. And we'll see you soon. Definitely.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So let's see here. So we got more information about Molly. We'll put that information in the description about where we can take your courses and all the information about Molly. We'll put it down in the description. Definitely. Molly is so awesome. Isn't she awesome? All right, and we got here. Let me see here. We got a very heavy schedule, which is amazing. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, which is great. And remember to go to Be.Live pricing page to grab some of the offers that we have today. We have, I think it's a 35% off or 30% off. Let me check real quick. And Be.Live's it's pretty cheap nowadays. So grab your offer right now before it expires. You never know. All right, now we're gonna announce Mr. Stephen Healy. I think we got Nick Wood as well. Elo, bring Molly back. That's funny. All right, so let me see if Mr. Steven, are you ready? Let me check if Mr. Steven is ready. All right, give me just 1 second. We're running a little bit late, but we're good. We're good. All right. Just bear with me for a little bit. Okay, we're gonna show Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel and Nick Wood. We're gonna show both of them on stream. Let me take my solo off, right? So welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, welcome. This is the only
Hi,
time in the
hi.
UK I think I can get an in-person call with a doctor. So that's really cool.
Nick, thank you so much for joining us for a long time. I was looking to be a guest on one of your shows, so that's a really great opportunity to joining you and learning more about how you actually using Be.Live. And I guess you have some thrilling stories to share with us about. Some of the days I'm not missing your show with Adair, so I guess that we'll speak about it. We'll speak about your Amazon live shows and so on. But Doctor, the stage is yours. Sorry
All right.
for doing it. Sorry.
So Nick, tell us about yourself. Tell us a little about yourself. What do you do? What's your background?
Oh well, my background, my background was accounting up until about 7 or 8 years ago. Then I decided that I didn't want to do accounting for the rest of my life. No one ever says I want to be an accountant when I grow up. It's one of those things you fall into because you just can't think of something better to do. So I eventually thought of something better, and I got into digital marketing and all things online. And so I learned with Digital Marketer and various other organizations, got certified with Google just to run ads and have my own little agency. But I just discovered that I had this love of video. And so when I first started and when Facebook was super promoting Facebook live streaming, I was doing it on my phone anywhere, and it was good fun. And in those days, I discovered OBS as a third-party broadcaster to make it a little bit better. But back in those days, I hadn't really got all the dots joined together, and so but I did love live streaming. And then just before the pandemic broke in the UK, I was actually started producing live stream shows using Be.Live, because it was it just, to me, it's just the most simple, beautiful software out there. Everything is easy on Be.Live.
Amazing.
That's what I love about it. Really intuitive. And so being able to produce it was great fun. But of course, then the pandemic hits, and boom, all my clients that were in real estate or in the service department industry, they all just shut down overnight. So what does a boy do? Well, I had this amazing platform, and I said to my wife, I said, right, I'm just going to hold a space open every day for local businesses to come and tell me whether they were open, if they were pivoted in any way. And so I did that, and I used Be.Live as the platform, and it was great. Well, the first 3 days weren't so great. It was just me, but that taught me how to talk for an hour without notes and still be entertaining. So that was okay. And then it just got picked up. I was on a Facebook page which got no traction, and basically, I started getting traction. A local business network group found it, and they said, "Oh gosh, but, do you want to chat to some of our people?" The next thing I know, I've got more people to interview than I can shake a stick at. So I was interviewing like 2 or 3 people every day, and that was great because I learned an awful lot about interviewing. And it was a fantastic platform. We were getting loads of reach, and off the back of that, I was able to create a Facebook group with a lady I'd interviewed who was very big into manifesting. And then, I understand manifesting. I love it myself. And she was super pleased. She said, "Oh my God," she said, "that was the best interview ever because you actually understand what I was talking about. You didn't ask any stupid questions." I thought, hey, I'm good. And she asked me, she said, "Could you help me set up this Facebook group and monetize it?" So we did that. And we did that using Be.Live. We went on. I said, "Okay, here's the strategy. We'll go live, the pair of us, and it'll be like a interview type thing or just sharing what we know." And we went on every day at 8 a.m. in the morning, and we really quickly built the Facebook group up into the hundreds, into the thousands. We had a paid group off the back of it, and it was great. And all that was through Be.Live. And so since then, it's just always wanting to think of another way to create a live stream. What can I do? I've got, it's crazy. People say, sell what you know. And actually, when you look at it, you probably know loads more than you actually realize. So you can have lots of different shows. So, I'm blessed. I get to have the show with Stephen on a Monday where we talk about all the amazing kit that we use to live stream. I have the most brilliant cooking show. And this is how live streaming can connect you and with networks. I was live streaming on my own with Be.Live, just chatting about the kit, and this Adair Palmer starts messaging in the comments, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I know Adair, and basically I'm having a conversation with her while I'm live streaming, and she just said, "Oh, I wish I could have a cook-off. I want to have a cook-off show with someone." Unbeknown to Adair, I've a little bit of cooking history. I've got a diploma in gourmet cooking and catering and that sort of stuff. Been to the Raymond Blanc School of Cookery, and she didn't know that. And I said, "Yeah, I'll do that, no problem." And so that was how the cook-off, the England-Australia cook-off, was born, and we love it. And we take it in turns to actually use Be.Live as to host. It was always Be.Live. It's either mine or Adair's. But that's the thing with this brilliant RTMP element. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that allows us with another little bit of kit to then stream it into both our Amazon pages at the same time. So we've both got our own Amazon audiences. They cross-pollinate quite happily. So they'll go and watch mine, go and watch Adair's. It really doesn't matter. And we just have the most amazing time. And, it's great. What better show can be the show where I'm just cooking my lunch effectively? And as I get to eat at the end of it. It's like, what's not to love? So that is going well. And off the back of that, for people that might not have known me for long, I also managed this year, having had the lockdown, I did get very, very porky, and I put on a ton of weight.
Don't we all?
Oh no, I seriously abused it. And so luckily, one of my business coaches just so happens to be a 100 times Ironman completer, a triathlon. So he knows his stuff. And we were chatting, and he said, "Yeah, how serious, Nick, are you about losing the weight?" And I said, "Oh, Carrie," I said, "Yeah, I'm really serious." So he said, "Oh, look, just go for a walk and do this, do that." And the next month he came back. He said, "Oh, how did you get on?" I said, "Oh, well, I scheduled my walk in." He said, "No." He said, "How serious are you? Let's build in a bit of accountability." Long story short, he said, "Take out all the big carbs and just walk every day for 40 minutes. I've lost 48 pounds this year.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And basically on effectively a keto diet, not super keto, but dirty keto, I think they call it.
Hard. I've done it before.
Yeah. So what do you do when you have this thing? It's like, really, it was easy, and it is easy, and it's still, the weight is still falling off. So what do you do? Well, you might as well create a new persona called Keto Nick, and then have a Keto Nick cooking channel as well. So now on a Friday midday in the UK, we've got the Keto Nick cooking channel.
What does a boy do?
Exactly. And it's like so cool because when you got your own keto cooking channel, people send you like chocolates and stuff, a homemade chocolate kit, keto friendly. So that's what I'm doing this week. And it's just crazy. I mean, that's the most beautiful thing. I know Stephen will talk more about Amazon live streaming. But yeah, when you're Amazon live streaming, it's weird. You suddenly get sent some amazing stuff.
So how often do you stream?
I try to stream 3 to 4 times a week. It's going to increase. It's going to increase because I want to increase my Amazon presence. So I've been putting out the new ask for Amazon authors. So if you've got a book on Amazon, no one knows your story and your book better than you. So, come on, you get an interview with me. You can chat about your book. You then get a video at the end, because that's the other beauty about Be.Live is you then get a high definition recording of all your streams. So that way, so the author then gets a great 45-minute video of them. They can actually have that on their Amazon page. I can put it in my videos on my influencer program. And yeah, basically, tell us the inspiration about how you created your book. What was your reasoning behind it? And if anyone struggles, then, we can just talk about anything that I've randomly bought on Amazon just to fill the carousel. But it's just another way of helping people. And that's the thing. And there'll be more cooking. I was chatting to a lady literally before we came on air, who's got these amazing bread proving baskets. And she's in Canada, and I said to her, "Oh, you should." I said, "Brilliant." I said, "We should actually, you should come on and bake bread. I love making bread. You can do the bread." And she was like, "Oh, if I lived in the UK," so I pinged her a link to mine and Adair's show. I said, "It's okay. We can, thanks to Be.Live, we can do that." And so that's it. And I now also have, just very lastly, I also now have a free weekly Zoom call where I just talk about live streaming. It's a bit Amazon based, but it's live streaming. And yeah, who do I promote? I promote Be.Live because it's the software that I use, and why wouldn't I? And it's the features. The selling feature is absolutely awesome. I think that is one of the best
Thank
features.
you so much. Thank you so much.
And then the ability to then edit. I mean, what other platforms are there that you can actually then take your stream, edit it before you download it? So clip it, pull it down.
Makes life easier.
Amazing. And one of the questions that I have is actually, you spoke about how you were actually learning about live streaming and how previously you were an accountant. So my questions to you, in your daily routine as an accountant, were you able to imagine that one day you will have a daily cooking show with Adair from Australia? Did you ever were able to imagine something like that?
It was beyond comprehension. If you'd have told me this, when did I leave it? 2014. So if you told me in 2014 this would happen in 2020, 2021, I'd think you're on drugs. I would not believe it. I wouldn't believe I'd actually be so comfortable on camera live streaming. It is, it's just one of those things.
Iteration.
Gorgeous, and it's a learned skill. And it's so funny. I was videoing, and I videoed a couple of sales guys a couple of years ago, videoed their presentation they did in a hotel. And they were in front of a couple hundred people. They were great, knew their stuff, no problem. And they wanted to do a few little edits and some links. I said, "Oh, come in." I said, "Got the green screen. I'll shoot you." And just them trying to speak into a camera, it was game over. It took hours. They trip over their words. It really is, a skill.
I'm always reminding to everybody that I'm speaking with that the first fear in the world is actually the fear of standing in front of a crowd. That's the most common fear. Not taking flight, not spiders, not any other fears that some of you were thinking about. The most common fear in the world is actually standing on the stage and speaking to the crowd. And I guess that's the same fears that the guys have once they're thinking to start doing the live streaming. But other than standing in front of the crowd, I guess that once we are sitting in our own places and using our own products, that's making the experience to be a little bit more easy. And as you're starting it, it just fulfilling you with with an energy and with the engagement that the crowd is providing you. So I guess that's something that actually just helping us to make it again and again and again, and then it's starting to be natural for us actually.
It is, and one of the things I always say to people is, obviously, don't forget where the camera is. So look into the camera, because everyone is very much, when you had all these Zoom calls when the pandemic hit, and everyone's just looking at the screen, and no, it's I teaching people, it's no, just look into the camera. You can see what's on the screen in your peripheral vision. You don't have to look at everybody.
Right.
And then this auto commenting was just like,
Favorite
how
feature.
cool is that? That is like, yeah,
Smart.
what a
Got the right
feature.
name.
Like, yeah, no hands, and
No
it was
hands.
just perfect.
No
And I've
hands, guys. Hands free. Yeah.
been absolutely loving that.
That's amazing, Nick.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
could I just say very quickly the selling feature? Why I love it so much. Not only, obviously, you can sell things. You can actually, you can drop a PayPal.me link in there and get people to pay you straight away. But I've been using it really well. I've got a URL that points to my YouTube channel. But instead of just pointing to my channel, it points to the subscribe element of my channel. So when people click on that, so I drop that in the comments, they go to it, and to see the channel, they have to subscribe, or that's the option. And that is a really effective way to start building up your YouTube channel as well. So it's little things. You just, there's more than just selling. It's just
the creativity of our users. You cannot imagine, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, and you just have to have a little bit of creative. Go, oh my god, really cool.
And I actually did a video on that about basically, if you don't have access to Amazon Live yet, this is a great alternative. You can start selling here. You don't have to have an Amazon Live account yet.
Absolutely. I was chatting to a lady on the Zoom call this lunchtime, and she's in the Philippines. She's actually she's like the marketing for someone in the States. And I said to her, I said, look, she's not a live stream influencer. I said, and I explained exactly that to her, and just gave her my affiliate link, needless to say, and showed her exactly how to do it. I said, look, so actually you've got your Amazon product. There's your URL. Drop that in, and people can just go buy it straight from Amazon there. What's not, it's, build your audience wherever you can find it, and on multiple platforms, because, and also that's the other amazing thing, of course. Yeah, the ability to live stream on your own website or your own blog, and Stephen and I, we've both been doing this on our show on Monday. He does like to push the boundaries, does Mr. Healy, but yeah, we were able to actually, have the live stream on our blogs, and not have it. I mean, yeah, you can use YouTube if you really want to, but we use a different bit of software which just keeps all our videos all on the same page, so it automatically plays. And then when you go there and you're seeing it automatically plays, if you then go live, the live stream's like breaking news. The live stream cuts in.
Amazing.
And all this thanks to Be.Live. And when I just very quickly, and when someone said, and I was just testing another bit of, it was in March when we were doing the live stream production weekly, and we were highlighting lots of different live stream softwares, and someone had got Be.Live already, so I had to use another one, and I said, it feels like I'm cheating on my wife. And it does. It's like, there's the one, and that's it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being such a loyal user and a power user that actually taking like what we are developing and taking it to like to new adventures, a new journey, and it's always like great to hear from you what the kind of like use cases that like you're running right now. And I guess that if we spoke about your previous position as an accountant, so I guess that what's thrilling me really right now is actually to have this call with you in 5 years from now, and seeing where you are. I mean, right now we're speaking about those cooking show and doing the Amazon Live. I can't wait to learn what was your progress and how you were able to level up and to go up your live streaming into a new decade, actually. So thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
And where can people find you? I put a link in the chat. I believe it's right. Let me see here.
Yeah, you can find me on nickwood-online.com.
Okay. So this one right here.
The website. And yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I know I'm going to see Daniel in a little bit. I've got Steven up in line. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
All right. Well, let me remind you guys before, right, that we have a giveaway. All you got to do is put your name, let me see here. So giveaway, we got Be.Live's pricing page as well. We got some offers. I think it's 30%. So just put birthday and the description. Once we finish, we'll let you put birthday right there in the chat, so you can enter the giveaway. And right now, we're gonna bring Mr. Ely. All right. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here.
It's good to see you.
Hey,
And,
nice to meet you in
thank
person.
you.
Well, in person, right? But
Well, virtually, yes.
that's
Yeah.
exactly.
Just let me make one adjustment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Okay, that's better.
Actually, you
All
were
right,
looking good.
okay.
You were looking good, by the way. But
Wait, dear, yeah, but there was a slight delay, which I got.
oh, okay,
But
okay.
I have been drinking. I've been drinking my coffee whilst I've been waiting.
Oh, look at you! You got your cup too.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Good to
So
be live together at last.
I know, right? It's been a while. Let me
Yeah.
look for your questions here. I got see here real quick. We're a little
I'd just like to
behind
say hello.
schedule,
Oh yeah. Yeah, indeed.
but we're here. So the power of community and live streaming. So basically, we want to know, how is, to have a community, but without mentioning, we have to mention definitely Adair won't be able to join because it's too late for her. But we're sending her hugs and tokens of gratitude, all the things she's done for the Be.Live community. We thank you very, very much, Adair. So we miss you. Definitely miss you.
Indeed, Adair is a big part of the Be.Live community, and like myself, has been an admin there since the community began.
I know, right? So we have the power of community and live streaming. We got your first question. And thank you for being here, man. I've been watching your Amazon lives and they're
Thank
good.
you.
They're good. I'm subscribed. I get my notifications and everything. So whenever you go live, I'm there and I'm praying that I don't have to buy more gear because I got so much. I'm like, oh my God, I don't need.
Well,
I don't need
yeah, it is tempting. It is tempting, but that's the idea.
It is.
Okay, now that's a darn good question to actually start with. We've seen over recent months the changes on Facebook Lives when we go live on a page or we go live on our own profile. We can't control what's happening, but if you create a Facebook group, then you can broadcast live into the group using Be.Live, and you can interact with the audience in the group. Now, the thing about a group is that you're inviting the audience. They're people you've allowed into the group and they want to be there. Okay, this is not they've seen you by accident. This is people who are interested in what you're doing. And that's the key thing, that when you start a group, you invite people to start with, start off with your own friends, and then ask them to ask their friends until you build out and you're building a community. Now, I wouldn't at the moment build a community on my own, because you don't have to. What I would do is to talk to 2 or 3 fellow Be.Live broadcasters and start a community where you are all equal admins. This means that when you do go live, it's not you every time. You've got 4 people going live on different days during the week on different topics. So the people in the group are actually watching effectively what is a mini TV channel. Rather than them watching you all the time, they can see you and your fellow broadcasters. The other thing you can do is you can invite people to broadcast into the group. Keep it light. As long as, I mean, my take is as long as you've got a real person joining, requesting to join, then they should be allowed in. You do need to have moderation, but that's easy to keep on top of. Basically, if everybody in the group respects everybody else, then you rarely have trouble within a group. And the thing is that in a group, you've got like-minded people, so you're not doing a scattergun approach, you're doing a targeted approach to people who are interested in what you do and in what your fellow broadcasters do. As Molly was saying earlier, after she'd done the YouTube on the day Facebook went down, she went back to Facebook, to a community on Facebook, and spoke to people in the group. Having a group gives you a voice which you're in control of, and a voice which people will come and listen to.
Amazing. All right. So on that note, how has live streaming helped you in connecting with the Be.Live community?
Right. The thing here is that the Be.Live community is international. The Be.Live streamers group is at the heart of it. But I've met hundreds of people over the years simply through live streaming. I've met people who I broadcast with on a regular basis. You had Nick on a moment ago. Nick and I broadcast on Monday. Marco Nova and I broadcast on Thursday. And using the new RTMP feature, we're actually broadcasting on Be.Live. I've got two teams of people, one of whom who will be celebrating Be.Live at 12 p.m. Eastern today, because we all met on Be.Live, and there are 10 of us in the group. And today we're actually celebrating the fact that Be.Live is 5 years old. We're going to be talking about how we met on Be.Live, what we've done on Be.Live, and everything Be.Live will be featured in that particular broadcast hosted by Marco. I put teams together, live video production weekly, at which Nick mentioned earlier. We're all connected. Molly, Nick and I, and Daniel, Sophia, yourself. We're all connected. We're connected by live broadcasting. I've got a team called Live Video Production Weekly, who've been broadcasting together 4 or 5 times a year, 3 on Be.Live, mainly. And we talk about everything involved in live broadcasting. And we're all going to go live in November. We're going to have a week of lives from Monday through to Friday, the team of 10 of us. And it's all going to be on Amazon Live, thanks to the RTMP feature. So you'll have 5 shows, 5 hosts with their co-hosts, and we'll be going live on Amazon just to celebrate the fact that we can. I mean, the RTMP that Sophia and Daniel mentioned earlier opens a lot of doors. That opens a lot of doors. Do you like being or is there a DJ within you, loving to play music to a live audience?
There's always a DJ.
Right. Okay. Good answer.
I have like music in my head all the time.
Right. Okay. Well, music is basically where our memories come from, and exactly. The thing is that we've all got our own favorite artists. And if you could go live on video and you could play the music, and that when you play the Rolling Stones get paid. When you play Led Zeppelin get paid. When you play Cat Stevens, I'm showing my age now, Cat Stevens gets paid.
I love Cat Stevens, by the way.
Great. Excellent. Oh, yeah, I mean, the sort of Black Sabbath even. You can go to a British site called mixcloud.com, mixcloud.com, and you can play your music. And the artists will get paid royalties because Mixcloud has spent 3 years getting agreements with all the major labels so that when you go live, you can, without fear of copyright, think about Facebook or YouTube, as soon as you play a tune, your show stops. On Mixcloud, it just carries on. And you can have, because we're using Be.Live, we can have guests on the show, we can talk about music, we can play music. And it's just the most amazing thing to be a live video DJ, playing your own choice of music, live to an audience who can comment on well, to me, this is important, on a British site called mixcloud.com, broadcasting with Be.Live. I mean, what could be better? What could be better than that?
Singing songs, you know, that's singing the songs that you love. That's amazing.
It is. Well, it is. It is, and it is little known. It's getting more and more. Thousands of people do broadcast on there. Okay.
What 3 pieces of advice do you have for those who are starting with the community today?
Right. If you're starting a community today, first of all, put together a set of rules you want people to adhere to. The first one is respect each other. And we've got a saying in the UK, which is play the ball, not the man. In other words, you can have a rational argument with somebody, but as soon as you start name calling, that's wrong. Okay, so respect each other is the first important rule. The second important rule is if you want to broadcast into the community, then please do, because the more people who can broadcast into the community, the better. Okay, and I'm very fortunate to broadcast into several different communities using Be.Live. But people shouldn't broadcast without permission. Okay, so that's the second rule. And the third rule is be proactive. Okay, you need, with a new group especially, you need to seed it. You need to start it off. You need to start it off on the right foot. You need to be optimistic. You need to give people a series of topics to talk about. Do go live. Do have recorded video. Do polls, link to blog posts, a whole mix of content, so that people are not there just to watch you go live once a week or watch your friends go live once a week. They have a purpose. Now, the most magical thing about the Be.Live community is the positivity that exists in the group, and that's what you want in your group as well. You don't want people, you want people helping each other. Now, as a community, the live video community are very supportive of each other, and we know that when people ask a question in the Be.Live Facebook group, they will get an answer, and the answer will not necessarily come from the admins. It will come from group members. The group members have so much expertise with over 25 to 28,000 members. There's a whole host of expertise in the group, and you can call on that expertise simply by asking a question. We've moved on in recent years from how does this work? But how does this work as sort of everybody knows that. Thanks to Zoom, everybody knows how to live broadcast. That's been the change. And Nick is saying the Be.Live group is awesome. And we both agree on that. And as I say, just a shout out, Nick and I are live at 9 AM Eastern on Monday on Be.Live on Amazon Live.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I watch you guys, so I can vouch for you guys. It's a great show. All right, so where can people find you, my friend? I'm dropping in a link right here in the comments, so they can find you there.
Right, the link is fortuitous. It's to a blog post called The Joy of Amazon.live. And on Amazon.live is a different approach. On Facebook and YouTube, we have to find an audience. Amazon Live gives you an audience. If you put the work in on Amazon Live, you'll get thousands of people watching you. Fact. Amazing. Okay. I've been on there for the last 4 months. And I'm quite enjoying it. As you said, Nick and I have a good fun. So did Marco and I enjoyed. I went live this morning. I found a neat spot to go live, which is 11:30 in the UK, which is 6:30 on the East Coast, which is when everybody is waking up. And what do they do? Well, when they get out of bed, first thing you do, you go to Amazon and you see the live videos, and people come and watch and ask questions.
Everybody right here.
I tell you a true story from this morning. On Amazon Live, the broadcast is muted, and to listen to what's being said, you've got to press the unmute button. Okay, and you've got to
call to action on bed.
you've got to coax people. Yeah, you've got to coax people to do that. But today, because I was going live at 6:30 Eastern, 1 in 10 people actually did it automatically. So 10% of the audience came, and then they went on to actually click a link in the carousel. And Amazon Live is the only system at the moment where you don't need 1,000 subscribers. You do not need to have 4,000 hours viewed. And I'm not mentioning anything like YouTube or anything like that. From the moment you go live on Amazon Live, you can start making money. And when we talk about money, we're talking about the ability, and this is from personal experience, you can make on Amazon Live by broadcasting there using Be.Live and RTMP, you can make hundreds of dollars a month.
Wow.
Okay.
That's powerful.
My next target is $1,000 a month, and I'm getting there. So live selling and Be.Live are the most amazing fit. As Nick said earlier, you can use the live selling feature on Be.Live. What I actually do, okay, trade secret going here, last trade secret, is I'm live on Amazon Live. I'm selling from the carousel of items that I own, talking about them, showing them, demonstrating them. I've got B-roll video which is coming from YouTube. Because of Be.Live, I can play the B-roll video easily. Okay, so all my B-roll video for every product I do is on YouTube and played in Be.Live.
That's
But
amazing.
it's just totally amazing. And the thing is that because of the Be.Live selling feature, I'm live on Facebook at the same time, and I can sell on Facebook at the same time by dropping the link to the product I'm talking about. So whilst I'm talking about it on Amazon, I'm also displaying it on Facebook, and only Be.Live can do that.
All right, and that link that I just dropped is to follow Steven. That is his webpage. So just click on that link, and it goes right to his website.
It goes right to an article which tells you how to go live on Amazon Live using Be.Live.
All right, my friend. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much, Steven. I'm gonna bring Daniel again with Catherine now. I appreciate you
Okay.
being here, man. You always been a big supporter of Be.Live, and yeah, no hands, we still get content. That's how we do it.
Thank you, Efren. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Well,
all right. So please remember to go to the Be.Live pricing page to grab some of the specials and offers that we have today. And thank you for having Steven for having Steven here, which he's really amazing and he's a big supporter of Be.Live. So now we're gonna welcome Daniel and Catherine. So let me bring him in. All right. Welcome back, Daniel, and welcome, Catherine. Nice to meet you. Let me give me a second.
Muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was me.
I've done it myself when I've done my shows when I mute my guest.
Thanks for understanding.
It happens.
So welcome to the show. Daniel, do you have to have some words before we tell our
Absolutely,
guests?
absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely, absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us here. You know what I remember once I saw that you will be our guest here. I remind myself that actually you, in the third birthday of Be.Live, you actually created a really, really, really great short video. We've been having a segment of many influencers, and you've been one of them. And actually, I really remember how interesting that video was and the interview with you. So thank you so much for all the time that you're using Be.Live, and we'd love to learn more about your specific use cases here. But before we are actually even starting, if you can mention from where you are joining, that would be awesome.
Fantastic. I am joining you from Newfoundland, Canada. I'm sure do you all know where that is? I have to start by asking that.
Absolutely, yes. But if you can explain to our audience, because I assume some of them don't, so that would be really important.
Sure. And well, Newfoundland is an island off the east coast of Canada, most close to England. We've just a short flight across the pond to get to Heathrow. And we're a very large island and somewhat famous. We have a play on Broadway at the current moment called Come From Away, which is all about the time the planes landed in our large international airport, which is not so large anymore on our island, but it had the ability to accept all the big planes and the hospitality of the people from our island to make these people feel welcome under that very stressful condition. So we've got a little bit of fame and notoriety from Come From Away. But other than that, I think we're known for the beauty of our island and for the nature, the way the whales, the sea life, hunting, fishing, all kinds of wonderful things like that. So there's a little tourist plug, I guess.
Oh my God, it's sounds like a really dream come true, the place that you are living. And I guess that we'll put it in the map of destinations that we want to visit. Thank you so much for sharing it.
No problem. And only 500,000 people here on a very large island. So that again gives you lots of space to do the things you love to do and enjoy nature. And I'm not kidding. See the icebergs come by in June. They just come sailing by and you can watch them. So very beautiful place. And we hope to see you here.
Sounds like a dream come true. And I love your background, by the way. It looks really amazing.
Thank you. I worked on that. trying to create an environment that I thought was welcoming and yet feminine. I host a show, and I guess we'll talk about that. I don't know if you want me to go into
Yes,
that
please.
now. Okay.
You can give us, tell us about yourself.
Sure. It's really fun being a guest because usually I'm a host. And so all of a sudden here I am as a guest, and I'm like, okay, now I know how my guests get into the show. And so what I do is I was working when I moved back to this wonderful island. I could not work in the field that I loved, which was broadcasting and television. And I worked as a corporate spokesperson. So I started to volunteer at the local community television station. But then everything went crazy through COVID and nothing was available. And I thought, I'm going to go online. Why can't I just take what I do online and continue to communicate with people and do what I love? So that's exactly what I did. I created a show about a few years before that called Let's Get Writing, because, hey, I was writing a book, which has now just arrived. And I wanted to know, how do I write a book? What are the things I don't know? How can I learn? Well, perhaps I could talk to writers and find out what has been their journey. So that's how I created a show called Let's Get Writing. And I took that show live and I thought, how am I going to do that? Along came Be.Live TV. And so I jumped on. That was back in, I think I started playing with it back in the end of 2019, just tentatively. But then once everything shut down, and I thought, I'm just going to take this and just go for it. And that was about March of 2020. And I took my broadcasts onto your platform, and I learned it very quickly. It's a very, very user-friendly platform. And I began to have the option of having guests from anywhere. Before, I would have to have a guest walk into the studio and sit down across from me, which is not always possible. Not everyone's passing through our smaller community. So now it opened the whole world to me. So that's what I've been doing. And on top of that, when I do my show, and my guests can be, I've had guests from the UK, from the States, also from our wonderful province. We have so many fantastic writers here, and building my audience. But once I do that, the wonderful thing, the fire looks cozy behind me. It is. The wonderful thing that I have now is that once you finish a show, you have your video stream and you have your audio stream. So I created a podcast as well, which is called the Let's Get Writing podcast. So it's been a very exciting journey for me, and a way that I can share what I love and help other people and artists through a time when they could not reach audiences, to have this 28 minutes of time with me each week. And kindly, the Rogers TV community channels take my shows and they rebroadcast them to audiences. So I get to be on TV and also on your stream. So do you guys have any questions for me from this, or what would you like me to do now?
This is really good, actually. And so I do have some questions from you. So how often do you stream?
I stream every week. I do go live other times talking about random things, and sometimes instruction as to what are things that can make your broadcast better. But every week I have a new guest. And pretty much like a TV station, through the summer, I do some reruns for people who may have missed seeing what we did through the year. But pretty much every week, new show, new guest, new story.
Amazing. So what is your favorite part of Be.Live now that we have new features?
Well, I did touch on some of them. The fact that you can pull in a podcast from this, which is absolutely amazing and so wonderfully easy. But I love the comments, because I'm watching and guests or viewers make their comments, and we can address that. If they have a question, it can make the show better. And I love the agenda. The agendas always work so well for me. If I want to pop something up there, or if I want to run photos or video in there, just to make the show more interactive. And I keep the show at around 28 minutes, so it fits a half-hour television format as well. I mean, there's no reason why the show couldn't go on forever, 45 minutes, or it could be 15 minutes. But I have put it into that 28-minute time frame, which works quite well. Covers the topic And so those are the features that I truly love: the comments and the
That's
ability
amazing.
and the overall simplicity of your program. I mean, it's when I was in the TV studio, all I had to do was sit down and host. I didn't have to worry about lighting or sound or what name keys were on the screen. And so when I thought about doing this, I thought, how am I going to do all this? How will I do this and focus on my guest? And which is what you want to do. You want to make that interesting. But this program is really excellent. You can arrange your things beforehand, pop them in, and respond to people. So I really encourage people to check that out. The simplicity, it just do it. It's it doesn't take away anything.
That's amazing. So, what's the name of your book? I have a question from Elena, actually.
Sure.
Find it.
Yeah, my book is Misty's Misadventures. And actually, it's kind of cute. There's some things about it. It's a romantic comedy. I'm hoping, my dream is to have it be made into a film here in the island. And I've just finished a book trailer, which will soon be up. Right now, it's available as an ebook. But these copies will be able to be ordered soon, within the next couple of months, if you prefer to hold a book in your hand. So Amazon or Amazon.ca or Amazon.com, and will be in bookstores and so on. But it's a story about a woman who moves back to this island, not very happy about it, and her life it comes alive. A lot of opportunities for her, which eventually ends up with reality television, and of course, it's romance. So what can I say? It's a happy ending.
That's pretty cool. So, how has live streaming changed your business and marketing strategy?
Well, I would say I'm evolving. When I started the show, I was thinking my main purpose was to learn. For me, was to find out, who are these authors, what are they writing, what can I bring to people. So now I'm evolving into more of a marketing model, finding my own channel, and want to go to a subscription-based model as well, or maybe Patreon. I'm someone who's new in this area, and no doubt there are many people within your organization who can help me at this point. But I have more than 100 shows, and a lot of people who do watch and tune in, which has been very exciting and rewarding. So how it's helped me, the biggest thing it did for me was open the world. It opened the world to me with what I could produce and who I could find and work with. So that was extremely powerful. And I'm forever grateful for that.
And by the way, you mentioned that you're new. If you don't mention it, nobody would notice. You are very professional, so this is really good. This is really amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm not one of those people who is afraid of video. I'm one of those people who absolutely loves video and communication.
Love it.
And my original career was in PR, so.
There you go.
I guess, but it's actually way more challenging to move from where you were to start live streaming, because you actually had the production teams that was taking care about all your needs, and you didn't need to have any kind of scary moments or anything that you are actually handled by yourself. I mean, you have a team that was actually producing this show, and the only things that you actually need to do is to speak with your guest,
Right.
and then transforming into operating the entire system by yourself, managing managing all of that in the same place. So I think that's fabulous. And as
It is.
the co-founder of this business, is making me happy every time to learn about those new stories. You mentioned that Be.Live help you to open the world, and there isn't anything more fantastic that I can heard about Be.Live, other than those warm words that you use for describing how that's powerful for you and how that's supporting your business. And the only thing that I want to do right now is just to thank you so much for the great use, for sharing with us all those tips. Last but not least, I think that you mentioned also that the duration of your shows are actually 28 minutes. And that's something that's actually really important, because we have lots of guys and thinking that the more is the merrier. No, in live streaming, not in live streaming, guys. You are wasting your time. You're wasting the time of your audience. You should make it fast. You should make it simple. It should be valuable for your audience. And let's agree that we can absolutely make all of that in 28 minutes. So even if you're taking more time, think about it, reducing the time, because right now the audience don't have the attention. Let's agree and let's understand that that's the new world.
I agree with you 100%. And you could even take it down to less. I mean, I will pull clips and promote those clips on other social media. And generally, after each show, here's a tip. After each show, I do a summary sheet. And I go through my show. I pull my best promo clips for video. I also would pull maybe a sentence that could be a very powerful marketing tool in terms of a write-up. And I may blog about it. So have a little look at your own material, I guess is the way to put it. Many times we don't want to see ourselves on video, but we do need to look at our own shows, look at how we do, and be prepared to tweak that. But what I do is I pull those nice moments that I like for my show and I record them. And then I always have them. If I want to promote something, I can go back to that summary and I know exactly where to go and pull the clip.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. So, where can we find you?
You can find me at katherinetaylor.ca. And the Catherine is spelled the Kathryn. And that's my webpage. And really, from my webpage, it'll take you anywhere to the podcast or to my YouTube channel, Catherine Taylor TV. So it's pretty easy to find me. And I'd love it if anyone wants to reach out or perhaps even be a guest. If you've written a book that you'd like to share with the world, I'm here.
All right. So I've dropped in the link in the chat so everybody can have access to it. So go ahead and click on it and check out her website, Catherine's website, which is really amazing. So thank you very much, Catherine, for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you for being a Be.Live supporter.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. And thank you and have a great one. Thank you.
You as well. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Catherine.
Bye.
All right. So we have our last guest, Mr. Kevin Colby. Mr. Daniel is leaving as well. Thank you, Daniel, for being here. Appreciate all the help.
Thank you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday. All right. So please don't forget that we do have a giveaway, right? Of 3 cups. Just put birthday in the stream. Just write birthday, and I'll choose randomly 3 persons that can get a Be.Live cup. So that's pretty amazing. All right. So let's bring Mr. Kevin Colby. What's going on, my friend?
What up, dude? How are you?
It's all good, man. We've been in so many live streams commenting together.
yeah.
So now
yeah.
it's time to go. So amazing. Thank you for
Man.
being here, my friend.
No, I look, I never say no to a party or free food. Free food wasn't offered, but I'll do the party. So no, this is happy birthday, Be.Live. You don't look 5.
I know, right? All right. So with Mr. Kevin,
Yeah.
we are which by the way, I've learned a bunch from. I've bought your stuff, I've gotten your PDF. So I've learned from this guy right here. So it's
I appreciate that.
it's pretty amazing. So being in the same stream right now, it's even better.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I love you too, man, and I appreciate that. Just
Thank you,
honored
thank
to
you.
be here, part of this.
Awesome. All right. So we're going to start with 3 tips on how to grow a YouTube channel in 2021. But we want to make sure that we know Kevin, obviously great live streamer, filmmaker. He also shoots videos for Be.Live's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And can you give us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm a content creator and a video coach. Simply put, I like to help people get into and do more with video so they can share their gifts. Whatever they want to share, everybody has gifts. I get to work with businesses and entrepreneurs and content creators, and I do a lot of stuff just for my own stuff too. Backgrounds in radio and television. I was in that for a long time, and the position went away, started my own business, and absolutely just love creating content. Probably do video far more than anything else, but that's what I do, and love to just help people figure it out. And been live streaming for a while, produced videos. It's just, content can be fun, and you can reach so many people with it. And that's what I do.
Amazing, Kevin. Thank you very much. So what's your YouTube story? How do you get started?
So, the funny thing is, I mean, I was a creative director at a television station for a long time. That my last gig in TV, as we would call it, gigs. And we used YouTube, probably not smartly. We would, especially our news station, would just throw up the clips of the news stories, and rather than try and do anything original. So I had been using YouTube for a long time, and I didn't really get focused though on my channel for till a couple of years ago. I was throwing a little bit of everything up there. I'd do a vlog, then I'd throw a client thing up there and stuff like that. And then I realized, my business is creating content now, and if I want YouTube to do something, I need to get serious about it. So that's when I got a little bit more serious about my channel, and changed it a little, and did some other things. I've got some other channels too that I don't really promote and do much with, because they're not my core focus. But that's kind of my journey. I mean, I'm on YouTube every day. If I'm not on it, I'm probably consuming a lot more than creating. But I love it. I love to follow channels and creators I've never heard of, never seen, that do things that would never do, like slacklining or sleeping on the side of a mountain or something like that. But that's the beauty of it. And then even just being able to connect with people around the world, it never ceases to blow my mind, that just how cool it is.
That's pretty cool. And the world is made a lot smaller when you're using live streaming software like this, and you engage
Yes.
the community.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And especially during this, I'm not gonna name it as Voldemort, as the way I say it, as these 2 years. It's been really it's been different, but it's been great at the same time, because
Mhm.
so used to go outside and do so many things, and now at least you got people you can interact with the computer. So doing
Oh
nice.
yeah. And the funny thing is, I mean, even if somebody's watching this and they're still not creating content, they're not live streaming, it is not too late. I always like to say the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is today. You're not too old. It doesn't matter about the gear. It doesn't matter about the experience. But if you don't get started, if you're in business, your competitor's not waiting on you.
Mhm.
And if you've got a story to tell, which you do, everybody does, just start rough, start ugly. As a friend of mine says, just start and see where it goes.
Yeah, definitely. Um, you don't need to start pretty. That's why I always say, like, the tech. Forget about the tech.
Oh yeah.
Do your thing. Just start with your cell phone. Start with whatever you can, and
Yep.
it's easy. It's a matter of just starting, and then everything will develop into something.
Yeah. Well, it's
Right?
like everything. I mean, my first car was a stick shift. I'd never driven a stick shift in my life. Now, I'm gonna date myself. It was actually, we call it in the state, 3 on the tree. So it wasn't even down in the console. It was up on. It was like just nasty. I'd never driven one. I was so happy to have a car for just a couple $100 that would run. And I guarantee you, my first several attempts of driving that stick shift were just laughable, as opposed to now. It's like, it's no big deal. It's like anything. It's like riding a bike. Sometimes it's like cooking. And, the more you attempt it, the better it'll be. And, you just put it out there. I mean, don't worry so much about what other people will think.
Everybody, and I mean everybody starts ugly,
Oh
no
yeah.
matter what.
Yeah. I personally, I like to stay ugly. Just, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
All right. So, what was the biggest challenge for you while growing your YouTube channel?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, creating content, and I do not mean this cocky. It may, I don't mean it, but it comes easier for me. But I think that's probably because of my background. I think that's, the funny thing is, I never had a desire to be on camera, but I ended up being on camera a lot. But I think because of my background, first in radio, so I got used to just like turning on a mic and talking to literally no one. I mean, if you're not familiar with what DJs do, they're usually alone in a room talking to a mic, looking at a board with a lot of lights. There we go. There's your snapshot of radio. So I got used to doing that. Then I got used to being in television where we were creating content, sometimes on bigger scale. So, that part has been easy, just coming up with ideas and stuff like that. I think the challenge was learning YouTube, which I'm still learning. I mean, it's an ever evolving platform. I think it's the most, other than Facebook, YouTube and Facebook are my favorites, and they're always evolving. You have to always change and things like that. But the challenge was just trying to figure out how to serve an audience, how to grow a community, and still produce and create for people, and not just always an algorithm, because it's easy to get caught up into that. So, those were the challenges doing differently. Now, what wasn't a challenge is the freeing part of coming from traditional media to what we'll call digital media. Because, in my world, a lot of times we were confined to 30-second commercials, maybe 60 seconds occasionally, or budgets, or so many things would die in meetings, and then when you get out there, it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to run this by anybody. I can do a 2.5-minute video. I can do an 8-minute video. I can do a short. And so those aren't challenges. Those are actually freedoms I'll put out there. So
That's amazing, man. So what are 3 tips you can share with those who want to grow their YouTube channel in 2021?
So one I would say is be realistic. I actually wrote these down because I thought, I don't want to get on there and just make them up. Is be realistic. And what I mean by that is that I think there are too many people that get caught up into the hacks. They love those videos, how I grew to 1 million subscribers in 30 days. Oh, that'll be me. And the reality of it is, I believe anybody can make it on YouTube. It is an absolute myth that YouTube promotes channels and they only promote big channels. That it's just not true. And if you want to challenge me on that, the next time you go to your feed, just look at what videos and subscribers and when you search for something come up. But you have to be realistic. If you're going into YouTube as just it's just going to be a one and done, I'm going to make $1 million quick and stuff like that. Be realistic. I mean, it's a journey. And by being realistic, you're going to enjoy the journey, I think, more. Another one is be focused. So like, for example, if you want to make YouTube your business, if you want to be a YouTuber or a content, one of the phrases now is content entrepreneur. If you really want to make YouTube work, then be focused on YouTube. I think too many times, and I'm guilty of this, have been guilty of this. I've kind of weaned myself off. People try and do too many things, too many platforms. If shorts aren't your thing on YouTube, don't worry about shorts. If it takes your eye off of storytelling or bigger pictures or live streaming or whatever it is, focus on that. But don't try and be on every platform, because especially like me, I'm a business of one. I'm a solo creator, solo entrepreneur, and I've only got so much time, and I've got a family, and so be focused. And the third point, and to me this one may be the most important, is be you. You are enough. You have gifts that nobody else has, even though we all sometimes have some of the same gifts, right? But you're unique. I don't need another Casey Neistat. I don't need another Peter McKinnon. Heck, and nobody needs another Kevin Colby. Let's lay that out there right now. But be you. Learn from other people. Learn what works and what doesn't work. But craft your own style and your own voice and everything that brings to it. And that, believe it or not, will take you a long, long way.
Emulate, don't imitate. Just be
I
yourself.
like that. See, that was better than what I said. So, see, I should have just asked you.
That was good. All right. So, where can people find you?
KevinColby.com is my main website. That's where I put a lot of stuff up there. If people are interested in coaching or just connecting, that would be a great place to start. My YouTube channel is Kevin Colby. So there you go. I am on Facebook. I do more of my personal stuff on there than anything, but I would say my website, kevincolby.com, or YouTube. I'd love to have you come by and just say anything there. So it's Kevin Colby.
And I can vouch for this man. I've bought his products and they work. So
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
I
that.
appreciate it. I've learned from you. So people here saying, "Be you, you're enough." Thank you. I needed this today. That's amazing, man.
I appreciate that.
So, Matt, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you being a Be.Live supporter, being here in the
Absolutely.
channel and the birthday, right?
Hey, it's an easy way. I tell you what, if you haven't tried Be.Live, it's an easy way to ready. Wait for it. Be.Live.
I was ready.
But no, seriously, I mean, it's the worst thing you can do is do nothing. Seriously, put it out there and have fun. And thank you so much for having me on the birthday celebration.
Hey, thank you for being here, my friend. And we'll talk more. We'll talk more.
Sounds great.
So, appreciate it.
See you guys.
All right. So now we're gonna have a giveaway, right? So I'm gonna choose 3 winners. All you gotta do is write birthday in the comments, and I'll close my eyes or I'll do something. And I'll choose, and you'll see me choosing. Just write birthday. Just flood the comments with birthday, birthday, birthday. And we'll have 3 cups that we're gonna give. So, all right. I only see 1. So if I only see 1, you know what? Oh, look at that. All right. So I'm gonna wait at least I don't know. Let me wait at least like 10 seconds. And after that, we're gonna choose who it's gonna get. So all right, so I'm gonna choose one. Look at me. I'm behind the scenes for a reason. So all right. First one is Grant Saunders. All right. All right. Second one is damn Rick. Rick Glover. Rico Glover. He put like 10 times. That's the way to win, by the way. And now I have to choose. There have been 2 men, so diversity. We gotta choose a woman. So I'm gonna choose my best to do it. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Irene. Here we go. Oh, Irene. There we go. Irene. So we took let me see here. We got Rico, Irene, and who was the other one? Grant. Let me write him down before I forget because I'm very forgetful. Grant. We got Rico. That's amazing. And we got Irene. Congratulations to the winners. I try to do it as as simple as possible, right? So congratulations to you guys. That's amazing. All right. And next week, we're gonna have Doc Rock on Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's gonna be really amazing, right? Doc Rock it's an amazing content creator coach. He has a lot of information that we as content creators need, as live streamers. We need that information. So I'm gonna pick his brain next week about content creation, and it's gonna be on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Doc Rock will be here in this channel. We announced our 3 winners. We got Grant Saunders, Rico Glover, and Irene Ochwell. And thank you very much for being here, guys. And don't forget to go to the Be.Live website and get your discount. Get your birthday discount. It won't last long. You got great discounts. So go about there. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. This stream was really awesome. I had lots of people in here, and this celebration of this birthday for Be.Live, which is only 5 years old, was really amazing. But without leaving, I gotta sing happy birthday again.
Happy birthday, Be.Live. Happy birthday, Be.Live. Happy birthday, Be.Live. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. All right. Y'all have a great day, and I'll be back next Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be back next Tuesday to do the good thing with that rock. All right, guys. Thank you very much. This is Dr. Elo out.